Okay, and guys, hello. This is Miss Kaufman, and welcome back to Lesson 2. And Lesson 2 is going to be special products of binomials. Okay, so just if you forgot, or just a little reminder, that binomials means a polynomial with two terms. Okay, so just a review from Lesson 1 of multiplying to refresh it for your head for this lesson. We're just going to do two examples together to just review multiplying. So number one, you're multiplying two binomials. Okay, you're going to take this x and you're distributing to the two terms in the other binomial, and then you're going to take the other term here, positive 3, and multiply it by the other two terms as well. So you're just distributing both terms, each term to the other two terms in the other set of parentheses. So first we have x times x, which we all know becomes x to the second power. And we have x times -1, which is -1x. Now in red, I'm going to distribute this 3 first to the x, which is positive 3x. And then we have 3 times -1, which is -3. Okay, and now we have these like terms here, -1 and positive 3 we can combine. So I'm going to bring down the x squared. We didn't touch that. -1 plus 3 is positive 2x. And we just have that -3 here. And that would be our final answer. Here, basically the same idea is happening. So we have a binomial times a trinomial. So here the binomial has two terms, and this has, the trinomial is 3 terms. So we are going to take, we're doing the same method as we did, just an extra term here. So don't get nervous. We have this 2x, we're going to distribute to the x squared, to the positive 4x, and to the -2. So let's do that part first, and then we'll worry about the 4. So 2x squared times x squared is 2x to the third. 2x times 4x is 8x squared. And then with 2x times -2 is -4x. Now, in purple, I'm going to distribute the 4. So we have 4 times x squared times 4x and times -2. So we have 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times 4x is 16x. And then 4 times -2 is -8. All right, so you see we have a bunch of terms together. So let's get this under control here. So we have this 2x to the third. There's no other like term with x to the third, so I'm just going to leave it. Then we have 8x squared plus, we have this 8x squared here, and we have a like term of 4x squared. So 8 plus 4 is 12x. So we're going to have plus 12x squared. And we have the -4x here and the plus 16. So using your calculator, you should see that's 12x. And then nothing can combine with that -8, so we're just going to leave it. And this is our answer. Okay, and this is in standard form, right? Because the order of the exponents are going from highest to lowest, if you remember that from a few lessons ago. All right. All right. So today's lesson, we're just still practicing with multiplying. Okay. So this one is special products. So of course, product means the result of multiplication. Okay. And binomials, of course, we just discussed, is two terms. So I want us to evaluate the following products. Okay, and guys, this all has a purpose coming up when we're doing quadratics with parabolas. It will make more sense, but for now we need these skills to be able to handle those, the upcoming contents. So this all has a purpose. All right, so 2x plus 3, and if you see it's in parentheses and it has an exponent of 2. So remember, when something has an exponent of 2, right, you're multiplying the same thing by itself. So what this really breaks down to is 2x plus 3 times itself. So that's what the squared means. You're taking this binomial and you're multiplying it by itself. Okay? So an exponent of 2 means you're multiplying the same thing by itself twice. If it was to the third power, it would be 3 times, and so on. Okay? So here, if you're thinking it, hopefully, we are going to have to distribute and simplify this in order to evaluate. So we're going to take this 2x and multiply it to the 2x and the 3. Then we're going to take this 3 and multiply it to the 2x and the 3. So let's see what happens when we do this. So let's do an orange. So we have 2x times 2x. That becomes 4x squared. 2x times 3 is 6x. Okay? Then in blue, we're multiplying out this 3. So 3 times 2x is 6x. And 3 times 3 is 9. Okay? So what does this break down to? Well, the 4x squared has no like terms, but we can combine the 6x plus 6x, which is 12x, plus 9. So that would be the answer. So remember, 2x plus 3 squared is equal to this. This is just multiplied out. So these are two equivalent expressions, just in different forms. Okay? Just kind of to get you to see that they are the same. So let's move on to number 2. So here we're taking 2x minus 3 and we're squaring it. Okay? So that means, just similar to the first example, that means it's going to be 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. Okay? The exponent of 2 means you're multiplying the same thing twice. So we're going to use the distributive property. We're doing 2x times 2x and 2x times negative 3. Then we're taking the negative 3 and multiplying by the 2x and by the negative 3. Okay, so let's start with the 2x first, which I'm doing in black. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. And then 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. Okay, now in red, we're distributing the negative 3. So negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. And negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Okay, so let's break this down. Here we can combine the negative 6 and negative 6. And remember, that becomes negative 12. So we have negative 12x and plus 9. So this is equivalent to 2x minus 3 squared. Okay. Now, if you see, interesting that this here has a plus 12x in the middle, and this is the minus. Okay, so here, we have the same terms, except the sign for the middle term is different. So something just to note, maybe for a future lesson. Okay, and the last example we're doing together here, 2x plus 3 times 2x minus 3. So let's see how this looks in comparison to our two examples we just did. So here, we're going to distribute first to 2x, to the 2x, and to the negative 3. Then in blue, I'm going to distribute the 3 to the 2x and the 3 to the negative 3. So let's see how this works out. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared, and 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. And in blue, we have 3 times 2x, which is 6x, and then 3 times negative 3, which is negative 9. So how is this going to break down? Well, we have the 4x squared, and look at this. We have the negative 6 and positive 6 eliminates to 0. So we're just left with minus 9. And this is our answer. Okay? So these are just different special products of when you're multiplying binomials. Okay? How they look. So when you have the negative 3 inside, you'll get that negative middle term here. When you have the positive, they're all positive. And when you have the opposite signs here, plus and negative, that middle term is going to eliminate, which is interesting. So, and remember, this is equal to 2x plus 3. They are equivalent, just different forms, which will come in handy in the future. So this is the end of lesson 2, and I'll see you again for lesson 3.